what I'm seeing in the Trump administration, right, is that they've got historians and legal scholars combing through the history of this country, finding whatever Byzantine or abstract emergency power. It's the Illegal Enemies Act. It's we used this once in 1813, trying to get some native tribes off of land. They're using powers that have been granted under emergencies to do sort of day-to-day governance things. And I don't like it, but is there anything to be learned from this for people who have more liberal aims and progressive aims?
There very much is. And I do want to say, to be fair, that Democrats do this too. If you look at things like Obama's immigration executive actions, if you look at things like the student loan actions, Democrats are actually pretty good at this move as well. You go and you find a sort of
emergency power,
vaguely written word in a law, right? Like, we had something to deal with public health and now you're using it to change immigration law. Okay. But an interesting thing that I noticed while reporting out case studies here, and then I have this whole thing about Josh Shapiro and the I-95, and he uses an emergency declaration.
Mm-hmm.
This also happens around a recent disaster in Maryland with Wes Moore. And then I was talking with Gavin Newsom on his podcast. He's like, you talked about the I-95. What about the I-10? We did that in 10 days. It wasn't even 12 days. And we were talking,
God.
If you guys are all so proud of the outcomes you get, and I mean, now they're doing rapid rebuilding under emergency declarations after the fires. If you guys are all so proud of what you can do under these emergency authorities that wipe away all of this process, and you can get these things done fast and people like it. I mean, this is the fundamental basis on which a lot of Shapiro's political renown is built. He's not known so much for policies as he is for getting things done fast, right? His whole line is get shit done. Well, then what does that say about the non-emergency procedures? When emergencies happen to me, I typically am not happy about them.
Mm-mm.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like what happens after it. I don't like what happens during it. I'm not saying they like the emergencies. They don't. But the amount I am hearing governors, and as you sort of say at the federal level too, you see this brag about what they can do when something triggers the emergency rules.
That's right.
Should actually make people really rethink the non-emergency rules, because also the public likes seeing things done fast. They're impressed. Look at that. Government rebuilt this in 12 days.
Right.
That shit's amazing. People like it when their government works.
And they don't realize, Ezra, every problem is an emergency to someone.
Yes, I have a line like this in the book, that emergencies are not just crises that happen fast. They are also crises that happen slow.